Joy was my eldest sister's son. He was very energetic.
My earliest memories about Joy was that he used to read a lot. He showed the marked brilliance even at that early age. We miss him a lot.
Our high school had an annual prize distribution day. Every year the announcer had the same routine, and it went something like this. Joy Thomas, general proficiency, science, mathematics, history, civics, English language, English literature, on and on, until he either ran out of prizes or breath. Joy would walk up almost embarrassed to pick up this big load of books. But Joy never ever won the prize for Hindi.
As his classmates at IIT Madras, we first met Joy as the 16-year-old who had come in first in the entrance exam to the IITs. That was a very big deal. But Joy had this amazing ability to make you feel like it's not him, but you were the most important person in the room. Joy was then, and remains to this day, the moral core and center of our batch.
I came to Stanford and took the course on information theory with him. At the end of that quarter, Tom, out of the blue, suggested that we work on a book together. It was clearly the opportunity of a lifetime, and I jumped at the chance. Those 3 years were the most fun, the most wonderful, the most educative years of my life.
Joy did groundbreaking work while he was at IBM in the data compression area. His pioneering work in memory compression, specifically the shared dictionary Ziblumple algorithm, made its way into the memory extension technology chips out of IBM. Today, memory compression is mainstream and is available in every operating system: Linux, Windows, AIX, iOS, etc.
Many engineers joined Stratify simply for the opportunity to work with him, and Joy took so many of them under his wing. When you think of a gentleman, you think of Joy. He was so gracious in all his interactions. He treated everyone with tremendous respect, and he made time for everyone, whether it was a child of an employee or the janitors who worked late hours. Joy was a gem. He was humble, and he brought such warmth, compassion, and wisdom to our team. And I'm forever grateful for the privilege of working with him.
He was incredibly generous with his time. I wasn't able to find an apartment when I first moved to California from the East Coast, and Joy and Priya invited me to stay with them. And that's a very fond memory for me, and a special time in my life. And I feel lucky that I got to know him and work with him so closely, and to really have him as a mentor.
Yes, it's important to do academics, but it's also important to do other things. This is the time when you have a chance to explore the world, and you should try and make the best of that opportunity.
Joy, my cooking buddy and foodie friend. His elaborate Thanksgiving dinners, delicious Christmas feasts, the dozens of baked cakes and breads were such special treats. Joy connected with all of us at the most basic level, cooking. My favorite place at Priya and Joy's was standing around the kitchen and watching him cook.
Okay, now sing. Yes, sing.
Yes, sir, yes. Wow.
When I came to the US some 30 years ago, Joy understood how challenging it must be for me to have no family and friends here and to begin life in a foreign country. Joy called me every week during the week, inquiring after my day. To Joy, everyone mattered.
We should be trying to support all these efforts to make sure that we do not lose the Ramanujans or somebody who could be the next Steve Jobs or the next Einstein.